Having joy and confidence in your smile is something you deserve, and there are several ways for an expert like Dr. Steve Marsh to help you achieve that. I went to visit him. Take a look. We're spending some time with cosmetic dentist Steve Marsh right here in his office. Doctor, you use a number of different techniques when it comes to giving new smiles, Cleveland smiles here in Northeast Ohio, porcelain, veneers, and bonding. Tell me the difference.
Okay, so bonding is actually a composite material. It's actually a plastic material.
Okay.
And you can use it when you want to lengthen something, when you want to change a contour, that sort of thing. But again, it's a plastic material. It can chip. It can discolor over time. If you want something that I would say is a little more permanent, and I use the word judiciously.
Everything has a life to it,
right.
Yes.
But porcelain veneers are a strong porcelain. It's usually used over the entire surface of a material, almost like our cabinets have a formica over it.
Oh, I see, okay.
And you can change color. It's very stable, color stable. It's very strong. And I like to think of a porcelain plate, a piece of china that we used to get when we would get married. And it kept its color, it kept its shape, everything. And
right.
So depending on a person's needs, their time, maybe their level of investment in the material, that helps us make a decision.
Let's take a look at some of your patients where you've done both.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, who do we have first?
So the first is Katie, and Katie was actually sent to me by another dentist. She had had bonding done years ago. She wasn't happy with it. She wanted to get into modeling, and you can see, Joe, it looked a little bit artificial. She also...
They look a little boxy, if you will.
Little boxy, if you will,
yeah.
And the gums were very uneven. So I said the first thing we need to do is raise the tissue. We used a diode laser, raise the tissue. We ended up taking off all of that bonding, and we looked at it with Katie and her father, and we ultimately went with 8 porcelain veneers to give her a smile that she was thrilled with.
Wow.
And I also had to thank the dentist for referring her here, which was gratifying for us, but made a big difference in Katie's life.
That does happen a lot with you, too. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, it does. And I would also tell you that sometimes I'll use the services of another dentist where I think that they can do the job that the patient needs, oral surgeons, periodontists, that sort of thing.
Very good.
Lisa was getting married, and she never liked the space, and she knew she was going to have a lot of pictures taken. And it was sort of a family trait, but she wanted to close it up, as did her mom. And the mom and Lisa came in and said, what can we do? We actually did a prototype, Joe, before, so they had something that was very predictable. We had 6 weeks to do it. We reshaped the teeth, 4 porcelain veneers, reshaped the bottom. She actually sent us pictures when she was done with her wedding and said she loved it and she felt like the bride she always wanted to be. The next patient, Susan. So Susan had a tooth done many years ago, the viewer's right, and you can see it's quite white, and she never liked the way it looked. And her husband actually, Joe, unfortunately passed away last year, and he said that he would like her to actually get her teeth done.
Oh, wow.
So she took the leap of faith and came in, and we did these porcelain veneers. We removed the bonding as well to give her that look that she was absolutely thrilled with. And lastly, Cynthia. So Cynthia was referred by her sister. Her sister had had some work done and said, we had both had bonding, we'd like to have a beautiful look. And so after we finished her sister, we came back and did porcelain veneers on Cynthia, and she said again, it was a change of a lifetime. So whether we use bonding, in some cases we do, but also porcelain veneer for a more stable result.
Well, the techniques are waiting for you right here. And whatever technique Dr. Marsh and his team use, well, I'll tell you, your smile is just a phone call away or a click on a website. And the number to call is 440-461-1003. That's 440-461-1003. Or you can log on to their website, so perfectly named, clevelandsmiles.com.
Thanks, Joe.